Welcome back to the second episode of End of an Era.
We are here with Sienna Jacobs,
Hi, everybody.
and we are going to talk about Disney shows, Nick shows, and PBS shows. So I think we're going to start with Nick shows.
I love
Victorious.
Victorious was the world's there's a video of me. I don't know if it's still somewhere, but there's a video of me on my mom's old iPad, and it's just me dancing to Make It Shine because that was the world.
Oh
my god, it's so good.
I loved when all of the shows collabed with each other, like the I Party with Victorious episode of iCarly.
The Thundermans, and Henry Danger. And Game Shakers. That was my
Game Shakers.
I was really into Game Shakers.
I used to play the games on my phone, like the Sky Narwhal.
Yeah, Skywhale.
Skywhale, where you eat the donuts and you go higher and higher.
I was more into the Disney.com games.
Yeah, well, I was into all of the games. Any game I could find on the computer. Any game.
Yeah.
I played Club Penguin.
I didn't.
Really?
I think it
Really?
I never just found it. I just found stuff myself and nobody. But here I wrote down some shows that from Nick Jr. I wrote down some shows from each.
We're doing Nick Jr. Okay.
We're doing fire. So I wrote down some shows and that I know people watch, and we'll just say if we watch them. So Bubble Guppies, obviously.
Wait, can I make a comment about Bubble Guppies? Yeah. You know that one kid who always had the weird lunches, the mac and trees?
Yes.
I loved that kid. I used to be so jealous of his lunches.
You were jealous of his lunches?
Yeah, it was funny.
I felt bad for him. I always thought about.
It's kind of gross.
I was like, but what's he gonna eat? I was like,
mac and trees.
I was like, he has nothing
has
to
lunch.
eat.
Yeah.
And then there's shut up. And then there's Dora.
Obviously, Dora.
Everyone watched
all my
Dora.
baby photos, I'm wearing a Dora nightgown.
Yeah,
everyone watched
Dora's iconic.
Mhm.
SpongeBob, I actually didn't watch.
I wasn't allowed.
I wasn't allowed to.
I watched at my neighbor's house.
I used to me too. I used to watch at my neighbor's house.
My neighbor's house because my mom wouldn't let me because she thought it was stupid.
I
used to watch with my cousins too, my older cousins.
Mom was like, no.
I had an aversion to ugly shows, if that makes sense. And SpongeBob is kind of ugly.
You know when they do those close-ups, those
That's
really
what I'm
disgusting
talking about.
close-ups?
That's what I'm talking about. I like to eat. I've always liked to eat and watch TV.
That's not surprising.
And so how can I eat with them doing a close-up on SpongeBob's nostrils?
Oh yeah, didn't you used to have a TV in your?
Used to?
I feel like you used. I don't know if you still do.
Over the kitchen table, yeah.
I had one over the kitchen table. It's still in my kitchen.
Oh, what?
Yeah. Wait, you've never noticed it?
No.
It kind of is hidden.
I feel like I don't see it.
I used to watch Dora when I ate dinner.
Then I have Fresh Beat Band. Did you guys watch that?
I watched Jack's music show.
I've never heard of that.
I've never heard of either of those.
I don't know Fresh Beat Band.
I love Fresh Beat Band. Their names were Trip or Spin and Kiki and they had the weirdest names, but it was for adults. Fully. Franklin.
I used to watch Franklin at the dentist.
I
never watched that
I used to read the book
on my own choice.
I named my fish after Franklin's fish.
What was Franklin's fish named?
Goldie.
Oh, creative.
My fish wasn't a goldfish; it was blue.
Oh, it was blue. I know this story.
Yeah, I have a blue beta fish that
she has
Goldie.
She has a picture of it.
What?
I don't have it actually. I don't know where that picture is right now.
But you know what I'm talking about?
Yes, yeah. My grandma drew it. The fish died. How long did the fish live?
Well, I once had a fish for a year, and it was because the Eagles won the Super Bowl that year, and we named him Carson Wentz Jr., and so he stayed alive because of the Philadelphia Eagles' legacy.
My fish lived for 2 years.
I think we
I moved with my fish.
We stirred it. Stirred the bowl.
You stirred your fish?
One time, Carson Wentz Jr. was gonna die, and my dad poked it with a little straw, and it went back to life.
Wow, he's a doctor.
Yeah, a veterinarian.
Oh, Winx Club. Did you guys ever watch that?
Yeah, obviously.
Winx.
Yes.
That was on Nick Jr. I forgot.
I used to have it on my DVR.
I watched it on YouTube a lot.
I watched on YouTube
you don't
too.
have to move it that much.
Episodes.
Sorry, I'll just.
I would look up Winx episodes full. It's on YouTube. That's when everything was on YouTube.
That's perfect.
Whenever everything was on YouTube, I just would look up Winx episodes.
Yeah, we talked.
I used to watch Alvin and the Chipmunks videos on YouTube of them singing pop music. And I remember I was looking through Facebook like on a memories thing, because like I like to do that with my mom sometimes, and it came up. She posted like, "Does anybody know how to restrict YouTube?" Sienna keeps watching chipmunks singing pop videos, and it's annoying.
I feel so bad for our parents. Like that Alvin and Chipmunks.
It's so annoying.
It's so annoying.
It's so good.
So addicting.
It's so good. So
But
good.
so annoying.
Which song's on my car playlist?
Then I had My Little Pony.
Oh, obviously.
Obvious. Okay,
And-
can we go around and say our favorites?
Oh yeah. Okay, what's your favorite?
Oh God. Not any of the main ones.
What?
Or kind of Pinkie Pie.
Okay,
I like Pinkie Pie.
I can see
but I
that.
really liked what was Celestia's sister? Luna.
Oh, I
Luna.
loved
Luna.
her. Oh, I
I
didn't
liked
know we were
Luna.
that count.
I liked the little dragon because he always reminded me of my
Spike?
brother.
Spike?
Yeah,
Spike.
He
And-
goes.
he reminded me of my brother. But like, I always like would like want to dress up like I wanted like Rainbow Dash's powers, but like I think I was more of a Fluttershy.
I agree.
That's I loved Rarity. I did love Rainbow Dash, but Rarity was always my like, and I did love Luna.
Mhm. There was one episode of My Little Pony where they switched cutie marks.
Oh my
and
God, that
it-
like broke me.
I was scared. I remember crying myself to sleep, being like scared that like it was just like scary to
No,
me.
I had like
You
a similar
cried yourself to sleep.
Well, there's like a song too, and
Yeah,
it's
it
like
was, like, a
so
song.
The
sad.
music was so. Did you ever watch like the Equestrian Girls one?
Yes,
Like,
of course.
Humans? Oh my God,
Oh my God.
nightmares. I like
You didn't like those? I loved
not
those.
like
But I used
nightmares.
to get like confused.
But I
it
was
was like
just,
weird to see.
Why are they humans and they're horses?
In
Mhm.
my
And I
head,
was
I
like-
thought it made so much sense. I don't know why.
Now I was like looking back, I was like, it's kind of like.
What
Oh,
bothered
I
me-
just remember the song. What's my cutie mark telling me?
Yeah. What bothered me is that their skin tones were weird.
Yeah, they're
Like,
like pink.
I was like, guys, you guys aren't real human.
Their music
Maybe
is
I was
really good.
racist. Like
Yeah,
nobody can have
basic.
purple. Nobody can have blue skin. Oh my god.
The Blue Man Group.
And then obviously Blue's Clues.
Yeah.
You know, I didn't really like watch it though. Like I've seen like toys and clips. I just like never sat down and watched.
I remember one
I
time I had
remember
a
that.
Blue's Clues temporary tattoo and it lasted so long. I don't
Really?
know why that just came into my head, but I had that on my arm for like a long time.
Mhm.
I always thought Blue was a boy. Blue is a girl, apparently.
I didn't know that either.
I really always just thought Blue was a boy. I feel like it's like a, what is that called? Mandela effect? Where people are like, oh yeah, it's a girl. And like, if you see things, it's like, she's always been a girl. I'm like,
Mhm.
"W-
like logos. Yeah.
I'm like, excuse me, what?
Maybe it's because you think maybe it's blue.
No, because then there was Magenta.
Oh, actually, that actually
Maybe
makes
it's
a lot
'cause
of
you're just-
sense.
Maybe because it's blue and like. It's
But then there was the other dog, Magenta. Yeah, and I was like, Magenta's a girl, and then Blue's a boy. And I thought they were like dating. I know. I don't know.
It's fine. Like I there were things like that too. Like I always thought that like the main pink bubble guppy, like the girl with the blue hair, was dating like the boy with
I
the
think she
blue
had
hair.
pink hair.
Pink hair.
Pink. Oh,
Pink
I loved
hair
her. I loved
and the
her.
boy
She's
with
my
blue
yeah.
hair.
Oh,
There was something
Bubble
else.
Guppy.
Wait.
Did you know that the guy who voiced the blue-haired bubble guppy is Greg from Diary of a Wimpy Kid?
Really?
Really?
Yeah.
Wait.
Greg Heffley.
The live.
Wait, Greg does. Do you ever see like his music?
Yes.
He's, like-
actually kind of good.
He's yeah.
Yeah, he's music.
He's like kind of.
He plays with Fregley in a band.
He's kind of like scruffy now.
He's actually cute.
He took some Roderick
Yeah.
inspiration. And then Henry Danger. We talked Game Shakers, Thundermans, iCarly, Victoria.
My favorite thing about Henry Danger is that they would play on like things like in real life. Like they did the whole Kim and Kanye thing. It was so good.
Henry Danger was actually like genuinely funny. Like it's
Like if I were to watch it right now, I think I would laugh.
honestly like I see clips of it and I'm
Do you
just
remember
like,
Sushi Douchey?
cackling.
The
But I
like
think
guy
his
who
name was
does
Jason Norman.
Oh, I love
And Cooper
James
Barnes.
Norman.
Mm.
But like it was just like that show was so funny and like their dynamic
Oh my
was
God.
perfect.
Remember like Jasper's obsession with buckets?
Yeah, that was so weird.
Pails and buckets and like
Was it on Netflix? I don't remember. what I
Yes, it
watched
is on Netflix.
I don't know what I
Hey,
watched it.
don't talk to Mike Jasper.
yeah, I love that.
Like it's like it was so funny and like the way they just like my sister and I would quote things from it like what was his name, Schwaz?
Yeah.
Yeah, he said like stat board once.
Okay,
He would say that
I
all
need
the
to just bring
time.
this up. There was this Christmas episode of Game Shakers where they had this dancing reggae potato, and my siblings and I were obsessed with reggae potato.
Okay, potato.
Yeah. It was like it's just I can't like describe it. It was like this like Jamaican potato who like danced to reggae
I
music.
know. Yeah.
And
It was reggae potato. I don't
that
I think
just
I watched an
unlocked
episode
memories.
actually.
yeah.
I was actually my sister was visiting.
Oh.
pet, and I was like, remember I watched it on the TV.
That's so funny.
And I was like,
Oh my god, I can't believe I missed this one, Peppa Pig.
Evie?
Oh yeah,
They had,
Peppa,
like,
congratulations to the entire pig family. We are so happy for
we're
you.
so happy. This is in
When I saw that, I
news.
screamed.
Like,
I
we're
was like,
Did you see like the royal guards?
Yeah,
doing the
I was like,
announcement?
Evie?
I'm so excited for Evie Pig. And just like it's just such an
I
exciting
kinda didn't
moment.
expect her name to be that.
I didn't expect her name to be Evie. It was a pleasant surprise.
I feel like it's a very British name.
Yeah, I saw a comment. It was like, Evie, so British.
Mhm.
It's perfect. Peppa, George, and Evie.
That's perfect.
I think it's cute. Even though, why does every other family follow the alliteration thing?
Do you think it's gonna stay a baby?
Peppa's been like 4 years old.
Yeah, I know,
forever.
but like, it's gonna be so like the storyline's gonna be like.
Yeah, no,
Yeah,
I'm
and
surprised
these
they like
storylines.
still made episodes.
Yeah,
I didn't
I'm surprised they would
realize that.
change it up. Like they're like, we need
I
some new
haven't seen
ideas.
any
Let's
new
add a
ones.
baby.
I haven't seen any new ones, but the camper van episode was like my favorite thing in the world.
I always liked the one where Mommy Rabbit was like juggling all those jobs.
Oh,
She
yeah,
had her
yeah.
baby halfway through like
Mhm.
the like amusement park
Yeah.
job or something.
I think, oh my god, Mummy Rabbit. That wait, no, not Miss Rabbit. She was
Miss
such a
Rabbit?
funny like, she was such like a funny like character because like they acknowledged how she had all these jobs and it was
Just like Barbie.
yeah, she's
Yeah.
Barbie. Miss Rabbit is Barbie. It's. Have you ever seen them in the same room?
No, I haven't.
So I think they might be.
You fair and
Mhm.
unlocked.
So do you guys want to talk about PBS?
Yes.
That was like I think I watched that mainly.
Yeah,
growing
like
up.
okay. So first of all, like Sesame Street,
Obviously.
you know.
Oh yeah,
Obviously.
Sesame
I think I've watched Sesame Street in like multiple different languages too. Like I used to watch the Hebrew
Yeah.
version and I used to watch the Spanish version.
And
too.
they did a lot of like, I think they did some specials like where they would be like,
Yeah,
the
they would
English
bring out
version and then,
people.
um,
did it in Spanish class.
I
Really?
I wasn't a big Sesame Street person. I liked the fairy version with Abby.
Daddy.
I would watch the whole episode being like, okay, like, okay, and then I'd like wait for
Mhm.
that episode because it would always come on next.
I always like forgot how much I liked Sesame Street until like recent years when like Elmo would like do like random appearances and stuff. There's this video, I can't even describe it, but it's like Larry David
Oh yeah, we're
choking Elmo.
Yeah, you know, like it was a
And
controversy.
It was a controversy and he had to like do this public service announcement apology for like silencing Elmo and then it was just
What
really
about
crazy.
Rocco? Rocco is the
Rocco.
best thing
I used to
ever.
be scared of Grover.
Oh,
I don't know why.
why.
Because he had this book called The Monster at the end of the book.
Oh.
And I
I love
was
that
convinced
book.
that, like, at the end of the book, a monster would come get me. Because in my head, like Sesame Street, they weren't monsters.
Yeah, no, yeah.
They were just, like, They were just, like, things, yeah.
They were just like creatures.
I think it was sure what was the vampire compound?
Oh, the
Count. Yeah. I was scared of Cookie Monster. I thought he was gonna turn me into a cookie
I
and
had a
eat
Cookie
me.
Monster stuffed animal.
I was scared of people like dressed up.
Did you guys have Tickle Me Elmos?
No.
No.
I did.
No,
They
I
danced
had-
with me.
Vivian had Rosita.
Who's Rosita?
She's the blue one.
Mm.
She's
Oh,
like
that
kind of
one?
an underground.
Like, who cares about
Oh,
her?
there
Hey,
in Ocean
she's
City-
a Sci Family fave.
in Ocean City,
Okay.
New Jersey, there used to be a pizza shop on the boardwalk called the Elmo Pizza Shop. It wasn't actually called that. I don't remember what it was called, but
It wasn't actually.
Wait.
called-
but it was like there was Elmo memorabilia all over the place. There was like a dancing Elmo at each table, and they got rid of it. But I have photos from it. But it was just very like a very core memory.
Did you guys
at the Elmo Pizza Shop?
did you guys watch Cyber Chase?
Yes, yes.
I loved Cyber Chase. It was a math show though.
It wasn't
Didn't like
really
that
a math
part.
show though.
Yeah, but like Word Girl was like a grammar
Yeah,
show, and
no.
I love
Cyber Chase, there was like an episode about like the wedding. I don't know if you ever watched that. There was like one of them was getting married and then they got like taken away. Like that was
I barely remember. I just remember
my favorite episode. I remember I watched it
and Mother
on PBS like .org.
I used to go on that website
PBS
at
on
the library
Oh
and
my
play
God.
like games.
Yes.
I used to have a
Oh my
computer at my
I
desk.
will say
used to watch it.
Arthur is a show that freaked me out. I didn't like Arthur. I thought it was creepy.
No.
Okay, Arthur is I think the best kid show to ever exist
Rabbit
because of
scared me.
Buster.
Yeah, he scared me.
What?
Okay, can I
like
explain why I
He's
think
so
Arthur's the best
cute.
children's show of
Why?
all time?
Why?
It has like the perfect amount of like edgy humor, like DW.
so funny.
So funny. Like when she's like, "What you're gonna be is a lost child when we return you to the store." Or something. She's so funny, and it's so educational, and it teaches about friendship, and like I just feel like all the different characters are so like different from
It's
each
just so
other.
nostalgic. I
Like
remember
it's very
it
diverse too.
It would go on like
Yeah.
right after Berenstain Bears, and I would watch it.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
Berenstain
Loved
Bears.
Berenstain
I never-
Bears.
Bears.
I had
Watched
the
it.
book.
I used to read books.
I had the
Somebody
books,
called
too.
me a Berenstain. My sister and I Berenstain Bears because we were Baron,
Baron.
but it's not spelled the same at all.
It's
So,
not- it's
No.
but
Bernstein.
there's like the Mandela effect where it's like Berenstein. Do you guys ever have the books?
Yeah, I did
Yeah.
have the books. I think I
So-
still have them.
I was more of an Arthur reader though. Like, I loved Arthur.
Oh, Odd Squad. I did not like Odd Squad.
I don't.
That was a
remember
big
that.
thing at Roy and Brook Elementary School.
Yeah, it was a big
It
thing.
was really
Was
big.
it, was it a cartoon or was it real people?
No,
It
it's
was
real
real people.
Okay.
It was the girl, Mrs. O, the leader. I forget. She's in a show now.
It was like kids. I don't even know.
Like,
There's
I remember seeing like commercials.
Yeah, there's some people who are in Odd Squad who are really popular actors now. You're just not.
There was Word Girl.
I was really into work.
I dressed up as Word Girl.
Can I just
one
say
year.
what I didn't like about Word Girl? The monkey. I did not like
Why? I
him.
loved him.
Because I didn't like that he wore a diaper. I was like, what? What? I was like, what are you, a baby? Like, I didn't
Yeah.
like that they acted like he was a bit. Like,
I like
it
the
just
work
weirded me out.
games on PBS.org.
Word
Mhm.
Girl.
Games.
I liked her, but I was always like, whoa, this is intense. Like,
I
Word
like
Girl
other
was
Yeah.
intense. There were
I
some
think
real
that might be my
stakes.
favorite theme song though. Is Word Girl.
I like Martha Speaks.
Martha's.
Did you guys watch Sid the Science Kid though?
Obviously.
That had a good.
I
that
like
had,
the games
was like,
too.
Wait, was like I'm going to school. It's like that.
I'm
had, like,
looking
a-
for my friends. I'm looking for you.
And then they had
Hey
like,
there, Sid. What you gonna do?
And then, like,
they
those
sing.
faces.
Yeah.
and it was like the mom was just like in the car, like,
Yeah.
and like yeah, I'm being
I like always wanted to like be in the classroom with them. Like
yeah.
Oh,
the
yeah.
school
The
classroom.
really
How
good
many kids
classroom.
were in it though?
4.
Like 4
Yeah,
kids.
Yeah, 2 girls, 2 boys,
It's like
and a teacher.
this is a very small town, I think.
Yeah.
And this entire building was just for them.
Yeah.
Super Y.
Duh,
Duh.
obviously.
Loved Super Y.
love
I liked the Little Red Riding Hood.
Me too.
girl.
Me too.
She was cool.
There was-
and the Princess and the
I
Pea.
think-
Okay,
Obviously.
let me try to remember. Super Y. He was like Jack and the Beanstalk's brother.
Yes.
Little Red Riding Hood, her mom, like the Little Red Riding Hood, her mom was Little Red Riding. Princess and the Pea, I think her mom was.
It was her mom.
I actually
Yeah,
don't remember. Like
definitely.
it was like sisters and brothers.
I think the pig
and
was brother.
Pig might have been a brother too, but I remember
Because
Super Y
in
was
the
his brother.
original like fairy tale, there's like 3 pigs.
Yeah. I
So-
always thought it was weird that there was like 3 humans and a pig. Like,
Yeah.
it's like, why?
Yeah.
It was just like it was funny. It was an interesting like choice, like Jack and the Beanstalk, Little Red Riding Hood, Princess and the Pea, and then the pig.
Yeah.
I don't know. It was like
I don't know, but I was into it.
Yeah. Same.
I would
I'd
expect like
watch it.
Cinderella maybe, like not.
But
Princess
she
and the
had-
Pea.
I feel like, but
She
it's
was-
also PBS, so like keep that in mind.
Yeah,
Like,
so
Cinderella's
copyright
Disney.
show.
No, it's not owned by Disney.
But it's
No, I know, but
it's more.
Oh, it's like
different
Cinderella.
to Empire.
Yeah.
Cinderella's not owned, but like anyone can
It's
use
more
it.
sequel.
I
I like Prince of the Pea.
think she
Yeah.
played the role though.
Agreed.
I think she always played the role of like the princess.
Yeah, she
character.
was the
So she was
princess.
always like the princess of any story that they like went through. I remember playing a Super Wide game.
Like the words.
They had
I
like
just loved-
stickers in it and
I forget.
stuff.
Do you guys ever do the Daniel Tell Your Neighborhood games?
Oh
The
my God.
games
Well,
were
that-
so good.
My siblings were really into
They-
Daniel
I
Tiger's
didn't
Neighborhood.
watch it, but the
Because
games.
it was kind of past our time.
Yeah,
it was
but
like
games.
I
Bryce
watched it with my
time.
cousin.
But the games, low-key, were really good. I remember playing.
I used to like.
They had a tea party game. I was really. Into.
I just loved Daniel Tiger's.
I
like
just
the
like
trolley.
song.
The trolley.
I also like the song. Our third grade teacher, Miss would sing it in the hallway.
Really?
Yeah, she
What
was
was like? Because it was based
Feeling
on like,
excluded because I went to
Sorry.
West
Yeah.
Elementary.
It was
A beautiful day for
it was
me.
based on
Mr. Rogers.
Rogers. My mom liked it that show. 'cause-
Mr. Rogers' neighborhood.
Yeah. Dinosaur Train.
Oh yeah, that was
I
like
never really
my
watched
brother's
it.
show.
I was
I
thinking
watched
about
it.
it.
That and Thomas the Train.
Oh, Thomas the Train.
There was another train show on PBS.
Are you sure it was on PBS? Because I think I know there was a Disney show,
Oh, then maybe it was.
Chuggington.
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
That's
Oh,
Disney.
I know Chugging Jump.
Yeah, they had.
I
Like,
thought it was
those
PBS.
were like I feel like
Thomas is PBS.
Thomas the Train was like traditional trains, and
Chuggington was like speed trains.
fast trains. Like,
Thomas the Choo Choo would freak Allison out.
We used to
She
have a
was.
train
We
set.
were out. She would run upstairs when they come on.
I had a like physical train like set and with all the like characters and like my brother would be so into the like train part and I would be so into like the little building.
Yeah.
Had like the toll
She
booth.
knew who she was. Maddie knew who she was from her. early
No.
age.
yeah.
But
Dinosaur Train. I was thinking though, like I love Dinosaur Train. I was like the Dinosaur Train. I loved Tiny.
There's a
Um,
PBS special, the train. It was another train. It was like this woman on the train.
Oh, wait, I thought that was Disney.
Oh, maybe it is
I
I think
Disney.
it's Disney.
But
I know it's like the one who like on the train.
I was
sings.
thinking about Dinosaur.
She has like the big hoop earrings, like a
Mhm.
conductor.
I was thinking about Dinosaur Train, and it was
My
like
mom's TikTok.
those are like two like stereotypical like boy things, like fascinations they just put together. Like, cause Dinosaur Train is such a weird.
Well, I mean, yeah,
concept.
my brother was really.
But it's like what do little boys like? Dinosaurs, trains. Let's put them together into a show. Which is like, cause I always thought like that was a really odd combination. Like, why do dinosaurs need a train? I was like, what? Why is there a They don't have like that's the only thing in this dinosaur world is just a train. That just
Yeah.
who built this train?
The dinosaurs.
The
There was
dinosaur.
another really freaky show. Had that guy,
Caillou.
girl with the pink hair, and then
Angelina Ballerina.
no, I love
No, that's a
Angelina
mouse.
Ballerina. It was like
Was that
Crazy
Oh.
Town, Funky. What was it called?
Yeah.
I remember
Was Angelina?
I was so scared of it. I would also run.
I know
Wait,
exactly what
Funky
you're.
Town?
Yeah.
Funky Town.
No, that's
Oh,
the song.
Lazy Town.
Lazy
Lazy
Town.
Town.
I love
I
Lazy
hated
Town.
it.
Was that
I didn't
PBS?
watch it. No, Disney. I
It
think.
freaked me out.
Or maybe Nick. Oh, it was. I think it was on Nick, and then it switched to PBS. Or
I think it was on PBS because it would go like right before Nina and Star.
Yeah, because I
I
remember
always say
Nina
Nina
and
and
Star.
I love Nina and
I
Star.
love
It always put me to
Star.
bed.
So that's
Nina
I
and
would always
Star,
watch for
and
a
then, like,
bit.
the puppets. That there was like another like where they
Yeah.
like told like a story. There was one. It was like, oh, I can't wait to make waffles tomorrow.
When it would end,
And then they were like, we're making pancakes.
This might be a very specific one, but PBS had this show called Kipper the Dog
Sounds familiar.
because this is like so like
but maybe
specific
I'm
to me,
thinking
but
of Martha.
like our neighbors at the beach, their dog's name was Cooper, and he looked like Kipper the dog.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, look it up right now. Look at
Kipper?
Kipper the dog TV show. 'Cause this is like a really big memory for
the
me.
dog that I was thinking of is Martha.
Martha.
Oh
Stewart.
yes, I know Kipper.
This is
I know
Kipper.
Kipper.
that kind of looks familiar.
Yeah, I'll put Kipper up here. But I was thinking Martha Speaks. I loved Martha Speaks.
I love that song.
The
was an average
like-
dog. She went.
yeah, I loved Martha. I was a Martha girl.
A few years ago on TikTok, that like theme song like went viral,
Really?
and it was like
I don't
weird.
I just that
I
was
don't know.
You know who everyone hates though?
Caillou.
Caillou. I hate
my
him.
dad. That
brat.
was the stupidest thing.
It
ever.
is stupid.
My dad was like, "Why is this kid there?"
No,
But why are
he's
you
so
but
annoying.
why are you pinching your sister? Like, stop being so jealous. Like, we get it, you're bald.
My dad hated that show. He would like turn it off.
Like-
He would like, "You're not watching that."
Turn off Caillou.
Yeah.
I think my sister liked Caillou, and I was always just like, I guess it's her
Everyone in
turn
my
to pick.
Like everyone in my family, Vivian thought it was so annoying.
Yeah. Do you guys watch Word World?
No.
It was a weird
I
show
watched Word Girl.
where they were animals and their bodies were made up of the letters that spelled them out. So
I
like a
don't
sheep,
like-
the sheep.
Oh,
the
letters
sheep,
girl.
the
There
sheep.
you go, letters girl.
What?
There you go, letters girl. That's where you like came from.
Oh yeah. I love letters. Sheep. The sheep character was made his like, or I don't even know. Like the body was the letters sheep. Like not the
Oh,
word
I don't like-
sheep.
I don't like
I
that.
don't
made
It's
up
like a nightmare.
It was so weird, and like pig was a pig. It
Mhm.
was such a like. Now that I'm thinking about it, I'm like, what were they on?
Yeah.
Like, I guess I get what they were trying to do, but I'm like, that's such a weird idea. I don't know, but yeah, no, it was weird. I don't think I've heard of anybody else ever talking about that.
Mhm.
But did you guys watch? I mean, this is a stupid question. Did you guys watch Magic School Bus?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I read the books, watched it in school. I was
I-
in down on Main Street.
I watched it, and then I watched it on like Netflix, maybe.
I think it was on Netflix for a short time.
Yeah.
I watched the gum episode where they like swallowed gum.
I had like
and I got really sick.
I had like books.
Oh,
of it.
I the one that I think always sticks out to me, but like a lot of other people, is when the kid is sick and they go inside.
Oh
of it
yeah. It's
Oh,
disgusting.
And
yeah.
then, like try and fight the
Um,
disease. Ugh.
But like when I figured so stupid when I figured out that the show was educational, I stopped watching it.
Really?
I was like,
Mhm.
I was.
I feel like
this is,
every show is
barely
educational.
Well, I just in
It's
my head I
barely
was like, this isn't
educational.
educational.
All of these
That's
are
the
barely
whole point of
educational.
PBS though, is to like
I know.
give access to like kids who can't like afford preschool and
I
stuff.
honestly, like,
education.
I honestly liked the animal shows kind of more, like instead of
I
like
get that.
the
Yeah.
word, like because like those shows were like like well Wild Kratts.
Oh, I
like-
loved Wild Kratts.
Wild Kratts.
Which one was your favorite?
Green. Were you a green girl? Okay, good. Cause I've blue. Like guys, come on, blue really.
Blue wasn't.
Blue
as
really. Really? Did you not watch Wildcats?
No.
Wildcats,
Really
I liked that show a lot. I've always liked animals, and it's just like.
Mine wasn't because I liked animals.
Well, I just didn't like the math. Like there was like Peg and Cat or something.
I know that
Oh
one.
yeah.
Wait, there was a brother and a sister PBS show too, and it was like they were British.
Charlie and Lola.
Yes.
That was
Charlie and Lola.
Disney.
No, it's
No,
not.
it was
It's
PBS.
Because I had the Charlie and Lola books, and they would always have strawberry milk, and they would like blow
Yes.
bubbles. And
Yes.
I was obsessed with it.
Wait, what channel?
And I would only drink like strawberry milk for such a
Mhm.
long time.
Did you guys watch Olivia? She like it was before Peppa
Oh,
Pig.
Yes.
Oh, Charlie and
It
Lola.
was
It says
kinda
like
creepy.
BBC and.
Oh, that
That
more
makes sense.
But like PBS, I guess like because we didn't
Did
watch.
you watch
BBC.
Olivia the pig?
I watched.
Olivia.
I also have the books.
What was Olivia on?
BB. No.
Oh, she might have been.
No, she was
wasn't
American.
She wasn't British though.
Oh,
I just remember
I
she was a little.
maybe she was PBS. She was skinny.
I always thought that she was.
But I had her dollhouse.
I always thought
She
that
was
she was
really
smarter than Peppa.
Oh, she fully.
I was
Oh,
like,
yeah.
But then it made me
Peppa's
wonder.
stupid.
I was like, what are all these pig shows? Like, why are they?
Olivia
looks
was
like a real
first.
pig. Wait,
Olivia
I'm
was
gonna bring up a
first.
picture of Olivia.
Olivia was a little.
I had so many Olivia toys. I had a giant
too.
Olivia. I had a little tiny Olivia where you could like
I think
change
my
her
grandma has an
outfits.
Olivia magnet on her fridge. I'm
That's
gonna
what-
check that this week.
Olivia would like imagine she's a doctor or a ballerina.
Olivia
and
was
stuff like
so
that.
scary.
I love
Oh, it's
Olivia.
Nickelodeon.
Oh.
That makes sense. That makes
That
sense.
yeah. But so see, why was Nickelodeon so into the pig shows?
Dan Schneider.
No.
Sorry,
We're
Drake
here
Bell.
for you,
We
Drake.
apologize.
We are here for you, Drake. We stand by you.
Oh my god.
But Drake Bell, not the singer Drake.
I used to
Yeah.
just fell out of my.
We do not stand by that one.
No, different Drakes. I remember Drake was on Zoe 101, which I loved. I don't know.
I never watched it.
That was on
Never-
Nick.
I watched
This
an
before my
episode.
time.
That was on Nick.
Vivian watched it.
That was like my introduction into Nick, and Whitney was obsessed with that show. Like she just loved that show.
Kenzie likes.
I remember I was watching at my grandparents' house, and then I walked into the next room, and I was like, "What?" Said to my sister, I was like, "What are you watching?" And she was like, "The show Zoe 101." I was like, "I'm watching Zoe 101 too."
Wow.
And like that was literally like twin moment where we both.
Aw.
The one time they get along.
The
Yeah.
one time we get
The
along,
telepathy.
but it was her show, not mine. Hers. So
It was Whitney's show, not Casey's show.
yeah, it was not my show. Do you have any other PBS shows?
I'm trying to think.
I finished my list.
I think
I
that's
feel like
it.
Nina and Star was just like my big one. Like I would.
What about Nina Needs to Go? I think that was Disney.
That was
That's
Disney.
Disney.
That
That
was
was
Disney.
weird.
That used to be on right after Doc McStuffins.
I used to
It
always-
would. It would.
I used to always
They
be like,
play it as short.
Yeah.
I'd be like, okay, Nina, like we get.
I love Doc
Like, Nina,
McStuffins.
go to the
Like
bathroom.
go to the bathroom. Oh my god, Nina.
Doc
Like
McStuffins is the best show.
I actually dressed up as Doc McStuffins in kindergarten before she
too.
was popular.
Me too.
And so I had to like make
For
my own
Halloween.
costume. Yeah.
yeah, I remember I could not find. I had like a purple and white striped
Me
dress.
too.
I already owned one. And I was like, well, wear this, and then we got like
I
a
got, like,
doctor's
pink.
I should have
coat.
brought my lammy. I have a
And I
lammy.
had, like, my little set. I have wait, I think I have
Oh, she's getting up. She's
Oh.
going to get something.
I have
Oh, Stuffy.
Oh, I have Stuffy too.
Oh, he's so cute.
I wonder if he still talks. No, I don't. If you used to squeeze his stomach and he would talk.
I feel like Doc McStuffins was just like made me.
No, I don't
right
think. I
now.
think it's gone. But I have
Do you
had
have
this-
anything to say? Hello.
I loved Stuffy. He was my favorite. I remember there was like a Lammy choice when I got this, or
Lammy
a
was my
Stuffy
favorite.
choice. And I was like Stuffy.
I love Lammy.
Stuffy.
I would
I
make Vivian
love
watch
Stuffy.
me if you watched me. I feel like you were watching.
I
this.
wanted when I like moved to like a house. I wanted Doc McStuffins like
Backyard.
backyard stuff. I was like, can we get that?
Her room was cool too.
Everything about
But
her
she's
was just,
so
like
cool.
I
so
will say,
cool.
part of my bed, like the reason my bed is my comforter is white is because Sophia the First and Doc McStuffins both had white.
Sophia.
Oh my god! I wanted to.
Sophia?
Be, she wasn't grateful for what she had.
Okay, wait.
Sophia,
Sophia.
her dresses.
Did
though.
you guys have those clip Disney princess dolls where like you would clip the outfits on them?
Oh,
Like,
I
the
didn't
skirts
have them,
were-
but I know what you're talking.
What do you mean, like magnetic?
No, it was like wait, I don't even.
I have a Sophia the First doll, and I also had a book I got at the Disney store in New York City, and you'd open the book up, and it'd be like, I was just a girl in the village, and I didn't know how to turn
My
it on.
dad used to hate Sophia.
And I would open it up. My dad was like, "Oh my god, Morgan, how many times are you gonna open that up?"
That was a good song. I know all the lyrics.
These. Where you
Yes,
would,
I know exactly what you're talking about. We
like,
had
clip the
those.
dresses onto
I
them.
don't.
I
know.
think
I've
we used
never
to
seen
have
that.
them. I don't know if like my mom.
I'm
gave it
on
away.
shopping instead of Image.
We might have. I think my family
I
gave
don't
it away
think
to
I
someone.
had that.
It was like this is what they looked like without the dresses.
Yes. Oh, you mean like click?
Yes.
Like
Yeah.
I had like a
Like this.
Elsa.
Yeah, I have
Elsa one-
those.
Like you.
Oh, I still have them. I think I have
I went
one of
to-
the dresses.
I went to Disneyland the year the year Frozen
Frozen.
came out, and
My
I was
Anna's
like,
in there too.
and I was like, Anna or Elsa, who should I get? And I was like, I'll get
I
Elsa.
had this
Even
one
though-
specifically.
Even though I was a big,
I had the Cinderella one.
I was a big Anna fan. I was a big Anna girl.
No, wait.
I
was Elsa, and so was Whitney. We were
Are you
Elsa.
sure?
We were Elsa the same year.
I thought
I was such an
No.
Ariel girl
Nope.
until
Picture.
Frozen.
I don't know where it is.
Okay, maybe
I remember seeing Frozen in Florida, which is pretty ironic.
Really?
I saw it here.
Like my grandparents.
Okay,
took me
wait.
to see
Here are a list. I guess we've moved on to Disney already.
Yeah.
Here's a list of some shows. So wait, I want to mention first is Disney loved some alliteration with some of their
Okay.
shows. So they had Higglytown Heroes, really weird show where they were like
Never heard of that.
Russian
I've heard it, but I
nesting
never
dolls,
watched it.
and they would like, and there was like a
Was it
squirrel.
Russian nesting dolls.
I knew what I.
freak me out.
Yeah,
when I was
I
young.
knew what I liked, and I didn't watch that.
I watched
So
anything
terrible.
on TV unless I was like no, or no. Actually, no. I watched things I hated.
I would
too.
just like tape stuff on my
My DVR was full.
I would tape stuff.
Henry
anyway.
Huggle Monster.
I know Henry
Yeah,
Huggle
It was like
Monster.
a-
I was
um,
babysitting for a kid who watched that.
I loved Jungle Junction.
I never watched.
It was
that.
they were animals in a jungle, but they had wheels instead of feet.
I think
Why
I
did I like
remember
these
that,
shows?
but like I never actually watched it. But I know what you're talking
I
about.
mainly watched Chocolate.
Oh, I guess this show's not alliteration, but it's like rhyming. Roly poly oly.
Nope.
Oh,
Sorry, I'm so off topic. PBS show. Oh my god. Super Agent Oso.
no, that was Disney.
That was Disney?
Yeah, that was Disney.
Oh, I thought it was
I
PBS.
said Special Agent Oso. I have.
Special Agent.
And
I liked him because he reminds me of my teddy bear.
Aw. Handy Manny. I remember.
I love Handy Manny.
I remember boys would have toys.
Boys were really obsessed with it.
Handy
My
Man.
brother was Handy Man.
Like they would
he
have the
loved
toy.
him.
I remember like going.
I
to
had
his
like the
house.
screwdriver.
Yeah,
I had the
like
hammer.
the eyes and
I
stuff.
loved the hammer.
I remember there was a thing going around like where it was like which one.
You know
tool
the
are
bald
you-
guy?
Yes, yeah.
I
He
think
kind of looks
so.
like the guy from Clive Chance and Meatballs, but like not.
Yeah.
I'm like trying to. I don't know if I
Like a
remember it.
dad?
Hold on. No.
Little Einsteins.
Oh my god,
I
Little
love
Einsteins is my
Little
favorite. I think
Einsteins.
that might be my favorite
Can
of
I
all
just say
time.
one thing?
Their theme song is unmatched.
Oh,
One thing
so
that
good.
bothered me though
Handy Manny
was that they were
bald
the
guy.
only ones who ever spoke.
What do you mean?
Like all the characters they interacted with would like have like a song with their voice.
Oh.
Like I don't know why it bothered me. It just took me out of it. I was like, why are they the only ones who can talk?
Mm-hmm.
And
Because they're little Einsteins, they're geniuses.
I tried to jump into a book like they did once. Yeah,
Did you hear that?
I was like 3 or something.
I hope Dana has a video. Of
No,
that.
I was like alone. I was like 3 years old.
She just flopped
I
into
was
a book.
I was sick. I was just home
She was
watching Little
Clearly.
Einstein. Yeah. I was home watching
Sick
Little
in
Einstein.
here.
She's been sick ever since.
And I tried to jump into a book and I got pissed. Like, because I was already pissed.
Okay, in second grade, I fell asleep on the reading carpet reading Arthur.
And do you
Arthur was like on my
Wait,
head.
do you
I
guys
love
know,
reading
do you guys know
carpet.
when like they're asking you questions in a show
Ring
and like
room.
they're like, "Will you help us?" Yeah. I was so
I fully
pissed.
talked.
I was so
I talked back.
I was so
That was me.
angry. Yeah, I was so angry because I was sick. I just kept yelling at Will Einstein to go, no, no, no. And they just kept pretending. I was like, no. And they were like, okay, let's go. I was like, no, stop it.
I think my parents really liked Little Einstein because it was teaching me like about like music and art.
I just remember,
it was
like,
educational.
Allison was really obsessed with it, and like if Allison and I like the same shows, made it so much easier for my mom.
Oh,
Did you guys watch JoJo's Circus?
No.
No, but
Sienna
I know what
would've hated
that
it
is.
because
I know
it's
what that
About
is.
a clown girl.
Because they would,
No,
whenever
okay.
we would go to Disney, sorry to interrupt you.
No, you
And
can.
whenever we would go to Disney, they only had like mainly like Disney shows, so we would watch that after went to the parks.
I never stayed in a Disney hotel or.
I did, and I got food poisoning from Chef Mickey.
Oh.
Chef,
Wait,
that
be
was your
careful with
mistake.
Be careful with the wire.
You went to Chef Mickey. That was
Yeah,
your
and
first mistake.
so basically,
Chef Mickey does not have.
5 years old,
I
I went to Disney World in Florida with my grandparents, and my mom was pregnant with my sister, and we ate at Chef Mickey, and then my grandpa threw up, and then my grandma threw up,
Ew.
my dad threw up, and then I threw up, and then my brother threw up.
Yeah,
And
that's your
then
mistake.
my mom was fine. She gets on the plane, and she's like sweating. She's awful. We all get home, and we have the flu.
Chef Mickey.
I was sick for 2
honestly,
weeks.
Can't event getting food poisoning there. We ate there like once.
You got food poisoning too?
I just remember not feeling good. I think that like we all got sick after.
Yeah.
I
Chef
decided-
Mickey
We're
killed
in a
us.
Floridian hotel.
That's where we stayed too.
I did not. So I was.
And I've
good.
only been to Disney once, and I just like had
Oh,
that.
wow.
We didn't stay at Grand Floridian at any other time after that.
I bet.
I looked up some
It's such a pretty
shows.
hotel though.
It's really
So I
good.
tried to look up some shows like in case I like that were like deep in my memory. So I looked up some shows and like The Hive.
No
I
idea.
don't remember anything from that show, but
I know the Bee movie.
I saw
Oh, we all know
the
the Bee
picture
movie.
of them,
You're
and
like,
they looked very familiar.
You're like Jazz.
Yeah. Sheriff.
Are there other bugs in your life?
What about Sheriff Callie's Wild West?
Oh my god, I love
See, did that unlock a memory?
Yes,
Yeah, like I remember watching her
I
like, getting
played the
well, I was getting my
game.
hair cut.
Yeah, she was like a cat.
I played the game.
She was pink. She wore pink.
Yeah, she wore like
Yeah.
a pink hat, and she had like her horn.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that was a cute show.
She was cute. I liked her.
Yeah, that was a good show. It's
She's
underrated.
that like setting of like the Wild West is what I think of when I think of like Texas. I'm not gonna lie. Like, I think
Yeah.
of like that kind
You
of
think
like.
Callie's.
And I just think of like the
The dusty,
dust ball
like, yeah.
rolling and like,
Yeah, like well,
I don't remember like exactly what the plot was, but
like
I
you can't
remember-
tell me people
I
actually
really
live
liked
in
her
Texas.
voice. I really
Um,
liked her
you
voice.
can't tell me if people actually live in Texas.
You know what I mean? Like, what do you mean people are going to
That
college in
Texas is
Texas?
The Octonauts.
Oh yes.
I
forgot about that.
So my tier team, we were
Love.
like, looking at Octonaut stuff. I don't remember
My brother.
why.
Obsessed with Octonauts.
But for some reason, there was a turnip. What?
There's a turnip.
Why is there?
I remember my brother
They were all
crying.
animals.
Wait, this is funny. I remember my brother crying because the like head Octonaut, you know, like the older guy,
Yeah.
reminded like
Did he
him.
die?
No, he just like reminded him of like our grandpa, and like my brother would start crying.
Wait, there was like a turnip, and he was like, I did not spell that right, but there was like,
She can't spell turnip.
there was like a turnip.
Yes.
Oh,
Yeah,
I love that thing.
And
I don't remember. being a
I don't,
turnip.
and I also remember
Yes.
there being. Wait, what'd you say?
I didn't remember as a turnip.
I probably didn't even know what a turnip was.
Well, I didn't know, but now I do. Like I see that, I'm like, that's a turnip. Turnip.
Have you ever eaten a turnip?
Probably. I don't know.
I probably have.
Like in a
Oh,
salad.
Do you know what really bothered me about it though? There was an octopus. Is that who?
Yeah, it was an
Yeah.
octopus. Yeah.
He like sat in like a wheelchair or something. But what bothered me was I was like,
Inclusivity.
but
Yeah.
what bothered me, I was like, you're an octopus. Go outside into the water. Why are you inside? Like
Because he's in his
whenever-
wheelchair and he can
because
swim.
can't go in.
No, when he went in the water,
Casey,
He's
when
your
he
being
went-
Nicholas.
You know what I said? When he went in the water, he didn't need a wheelchair because he was an octopus and he could like swim.
That doesn't make any
You're
sense.
insensitive. Can you be nice to the
Why
octopus?
did he live inside?
You're insensitive.
What
I'm
if his
sorry.
ink
He
didn't
can't
work
move.
and he
He
couldn't?
can't
I think
move.
that's squid.
Oh.
Yeah.
Sorry.
You don't.
They're like the
you,
same.
You look so. That was really offensive. Chuggington.
Yeah.
As we
Chuggington,
talked about with
yeah.
like Disney was like, we're gonna take Thomas to train and we're gonna make it fast. We're gonna make them insane.
I didn't like Chuggington.
I liked the green and purple one.
Not as much.
I did too.
I was like, she's cool.
I was never really into like that type of shows. I was just really.
You didn't like trains. Did you guys watch? I don't know if this was Disney. I think it might have been Imagination Movers.
No idea.
Sounds really familiar. I think there's a Disney ride that's very similar.
Really? It
Or
was
there
like,
was a
How many times have you been to Disney?
It was like 4 guys.
Um,
Like every year, right?
every single year since like 2000.
That's so cool.
That's
probably
so
more.
since your birth.
Yeah,
That's
'cause
so fun,
probably
though.
more. Probably more because we
That's-
used to go like 2 times a year.
Do you use the plus size park hoppers to help you?
For sure. For sure. I
And
should tell my
then
mom that account. She'd be
what
like,
about
She'd
Sophia?
be what?
What about Sophia the First?
Oh,
We've already
obviously.
talked about Sophia.
Oh, but can I just say something? So I was telling you, I wanted to wait to tell you this on the podcast. Morgan and I were talking about this. I wanted to wait to tell you this on the podcast because I was like, did you know this about Sophia the First? So Sophia the First, remember her amulet? Obviously, right?
Yeah, that's like her.
She had her purple amulet. Nowadays, it's pink. Do you know why it's pink?
No.
Because in this crazy lore that I found out, the reason that it used to be purple, but all of a sudden a princess came out because she was trapped inside.
Yes, I remember that
Her
episode.
amulet.
It was the
It was
black and white
Elena-
one.
No, it was Elena of Avalor was
Oh, I
trapped
remember
inside.
that one. There was another
Yeah,
princess
no, that
trap.
was a different one. No, they always came out of the amulet, but like Elena of Avalor.
Yeah, like I remember
They
her like
always look-
crying on the stairs
They
and then
always look
Cinderella.
chopped. They
Yeah,
always
they
look
did.
so chopped.
Elena of Avalor was stuck inside this necklace, and she was finally set free. I don't know how, but
They needed advertising for that
she was
movie.
set free. She was set free from Sophia the First necklace, and that's why. And it was purple, and so once she was gone, it's
Isn't
now
the
pink.
Avalor red?
Yes.
Yeah, I don't know why
Makes no sense.
she made the.
She's
it's
like very
purple.
irrelevant.
I never watched that movie.
Did she? Was her aura blue or something? Because now it's
Aura?
pink. It's pink now. Why is it?
Yes.
And which I hate because
Is
it
that
doesn't
show
look
still
good.
ongoing?
I have
Sophia?
no.
Yeah.
You know Sabrina
No.
Carpenter was one of the
Yeah,
characters.
she was
Yeah.
on Princess
Princess
Vivian.
Vivian.
And the girl from Modern Family
Was
is Sophia the
Sophia,
First.
Alex from Modern
Oh
Family.
yeah. And she like oh, that was so like.
You know that photo of them at the Modern Family like premiere, and she's like in this like
And she just like in
sexy
this, like,
dress,
super, like,
and everybody else is like in casual clothes.
Yeah.
You gotta look up.
it's
I've
so
seen it.
funny.
It's so funny. It's like
fun.
when you surface and nobody else does.
She's like in
Jake
a full
and-
face makeup
Yeah.
and it's like Nolan next to her.
Yeah, and Lily.
Jake and the Neverland Pirate.
Oh my god.
Okay,
Jake was my first crush.
facts, but I remember watching Jake and the Neverland Pirates after I got my ear surgery, and I couldn't hear it, and I was like, "Can you turn up the volume?"
Oh, I forgot to mention with the Nick Paw Patrol.
Oh.
This made me think of that.
That was more of like my brother.
I
Paw
like
Patrol was like a kid
I
I
liked-
babysat. He
I
really
loved
liked
Sky. I watched it for like a year, and then I
liked Everest, the like snow girl.
I never got to that.
She was cute.
But wait, Jake and the Neverland Pirates. I had an Izzy doll.
I didn't
I got it from like the Disney.
Oh yeah.
Whenever I went to the mall, I would like to go to the Disney store. I
The
don't.
Palisades Mall had the Disney.
I
store.
think that every like so many mall like I went.
Wait, no, but I vividly remember the Palisades one.
Does
think it probably-
the
You could like
Disney
go through the
store-
tree.
I don't know if the Disney store still exists. I have.
There's definitely one in like Times Square.
Like,
in New
I
York
have-
City, there's still one.
Yeah,
and I
like,
think
they're
there's
not-
one in Las Vegas.
But they're not the same. Like it was like they had the stuffed
They used to be
animals
more
and they had
cool.
like it
Can
felt
I
like a Disney
do an
store.
unpopular opinion? I think the last time Disney had a good hit was Encanto. Since then, they have not
I agree.
done anything.
I
Like,
agree.
it's because Lin-Manuel Miranda wrote all the music for Encanto, and he wrote all the music for Moana, and then they made a second
Moana
Moana,
too.
and he wasn't behind the music, and it
Well, he
flopped.
also did the
My
new
cousin-
Lion King. one,
Yeah,
right?
and that was a hit.
Oh, really?
My
I didn't watch it.
little
I didn't watch
cousin-
it, but I know like it was really
My
popular.
5-year-old cousin wanted to leave Moana too early because she didn't like it then. Like
I just like it sound
Like I don't think
magical.
I've ever heard a Moana 2 song, but I've heard like the "What is it, my
It's
brother?"
not very good.
Whether it was like a big
Yeah.
like movie or not, like I've still heard
Yeah.
the music from it.
it was. Well, no, I think the brothers from Lion.
Yeah, no, we're talking about like the most recent.
Oh yeah, no.
It's just that it's, like,
Moana
nice and-
had like one okay song.
Mm-hmm.
The like characters, like it was so fast, and the characters just were boring. There were too many, and they were boring. I didn't.
The
like them.
atmosphere is just different. Maybe it's just like I literally grew up in like such a Disney focused
I
family,
heard-
but it's just like not as good anymore.
Yeah.
I heard Moana 2 was supposed to be a TV show, and then they like made it into a movie
They
instead.
need
So
to
that's why the
stop.
plot was like.
They
so
need to
fast.
come up with new things, like
They
because
need
they
to stop.
killed with Encanto. It was so good.
Yeah,
Well, it's because it was creative and like unique and like I mean they're just like
And it had
Disney Channel also used to be so good. After like Loki like bunked.
bunked. Yeah, that it. I know.
bumped, when they made it into like a ranch.
Okay, not like the
No,
bunked.
the first two
the first
seasons
two
of
seasons
Bunked.
Okay, but what about when they turned
Fire.
it into a ranch?
Did you hear
We're not
about that
talking
thing
about
where
I
like
know I'm saying that.
you know how there's like new Disney like they'll do like bunked and then like another thing after or like Liv and Maddie takes like
Oh yeah,
California.
yeah.
And apparently it's because like they
Yeah.
don't want to pay their actors fairly.
So they make it a new
So they make
show.
a new show because like after a certain amount of
After
years
3
they're-
seasons.
they're like they have to pay them more.
Oh.
I remember the guy from Joey.
Joey, yeah, he went on like
Joey
a
went on
podcast
a
and he was
podcast.
like, yeah, that's why
That's so interesting.
it like they rebooted
they
it or whatever.
rebooted Liv and Maddie.
So it
was,
can
like,
technically
takes
be-
California.
So it can technically be like a new show,
Yeah.
but it's after
They didn't
3
do
seasons.
they didn't do that until recently though because Jesse was Jesse throughout.
Yeah, that's true.
Jesse,
And then it
but
became
how many seasons was Jesse?
like maybe like 4 or 5.
Yeah,
Really?
I want to say it. When it ended, I cried.
Oh, Mickey Mouse. on
Clubhouse?
Mickey Mouse Clubhouse. I didn't like that show, but I still watched
Really?
it. I don't know why it bored
Do you
me.
know the hot dog dance?
Hot dog?
Please dance. Yeah.
No,
I was scared.
I
of
liked
Mouse.
Minnie Mouse's
I
like
like
Minnie's
Mouse.
boot.
Minnie's
Boutique.
Boutique.
Oh my god, the theme song.
I looked at it. It says Minnie's bow.
I think I remember
Yeah, it's
playing.
Minnie's bow tunes.
bow tunes. That's
Bow
terrible.
tunes.
That
I
one.
think I remember like playing a game that was like,
Yeah, there was
like
a game on
designing
Disney.com,
Like, bows,
yeah. On
Disney.com.
And I can't access the Disney.com games anymore because I used to stalk that website religiously. Like for the Good Luck Charlie games, like
Oh, really?
there were so many
It's not
games.
there anymore?
No. There were so many games on it,
That's-
and then it,
You know, Good Luck Charlie. Like she's our age.
yeah,
I think she's older.
No,
she's
she's
not
younger.
exactly our age.
or low.
lower.
She might be like a year younger than us.
Okay, wait. Here's some Disney Channel shows.
Okay.
I was into
Oh,
Disney XD at one point. Too.
What? I was a Disney XD. I love my
You guys
favorite show.
watch- Wait, you go first.
My favorite show ever, Lab Rats.
Lab Rats was Disney XD?
I don't remember Lab Rats very well.
We would
Lab
watch
Rats.
Lab Rats.
I
What
loved
were you
Bree.
gonna say?
I wanted to
Oh,
be
I was
her.
gonna say there used to be this Disney XD show, like the Seven Dwarfs, called like 7D, and it was really good.
What?
And I used to like record it. It's called like I think it was called
It's like
7D. It was like really good. I used to watch all the time. Also, Gravity Falls I watched. I think
I
that
I
was
used to
didn't
watch
like
Gravity
Gravity Falls. I just
Allison was really into Gravity Falls.
I would only watch Gravity Falls and Gumball if it was like on. Like I wouldn't actually decide.
I hated Gumball.
Allison would watch Gravity
Gumball
Falls.
was weird.
So we would alternate each day, like which show we were gonna watch.
I loved Mighty Med. Did you guys ever watch that?
I think like an episode, but it
I
wasn't, like,
loved
my
Mighty Med.
choice.
That girl Paris something.
Wait, no, I'm such a liar. I fully did watch that.
Yeah,
I didn't
yeah.
know that was the name. She was like
Yeah,
pink.
yeah. She was Skylar Storm.
Yes.
And like Mighty Med had a fire theme song.
There's this
was
Nickelodeon show called I Am Frankie, and she was like a
I know
robot.
that. Yeah.
Oh yeah, that show
That
was kind
kinda
of weird.
freaky.
Because also
Yeah.
the thing is,
Yeah,
it was
like
like
a Mighty Man.
it was like a show
Now
that
I
you
don't-
were supposed to binge, you know, like because it would
Mhm.
like continue. But the thing is, it
It
was
was
like
fun.
on cable. How are you supposed to binge it?
Wait,
like,
I didn't know.
I didn't know
Mighty
how
Men
weekly
was
shows
on
were.
Disney. I thought it was something else.
Mighty Med.
Wait,
That was
like,
Disney XD.
It looks like so low quality looking back
I mean,
on
it is. Yeah. Casey Undercover, which is the
Zendaya.
Oh, so
thing.
good.
I will say when that show was on, every time I introduced myself, every time I introduced people, they'd be like, "Oh my god, like
keep
Casey
it undercover."
Like they'd be like,
Living
"Oh
my life on
my
red
god." They'd be like,
alert.
"She's Casey Undercover," and I'd be like, "Yeah, I am."
I just remember. Did you ever watch Raven's Home? I wasn't really that into it.
I
So,
never
okay,
watched it.
Raven's Home,
I think it was a little super.
Sky
yeah.
Katz, who plays one of the girls,
Mhm.
Oh, I thought
went
it was
to
on
my
a show.
camp,
Really?
and we overlapped for a summer, and then she left halfway through that summer to go on America's Got Talent, and she like rapped, and then she became famous.
Yes,
So
I
like
do
I
remember
knew
that.
her, but not
You
like
knew her
actually.
before she was
Yeah,
famous. What about Dog with a Blog?
I watched Dog
I
with a
did watch
Blog.
Dr. Vlog. I wasn't like.
I
didn't love
I
it,
loved
but-
Dog with a Blog. I like.
It wasn't like the best.
My dad liked Dog with a Blog. I remember he was like, "This was a good." And then there was like a romance thing. He was like, "I hate it when they do this with these comedies. This is a show about a talking dog." Like, and now I'm thinking, I'm like, why was he?
They
so
had a
negative
good
about
game.
it?
They had a good game on Disney.com.
Yes, they did. Were you a trainer? I could never figure it out.
They were confusing.
It frustrated me because they were like, "Do this to train the dog," and I would do it with like they would like move your mouse like this to train the
It
dog.
was really
And
confusing.
it never ever worked. And like they're like, you have to keep going. Like,
It was really confusing.
Liv and Maddie.
Obviously.
Liv and Maddie.
Casey got me into that. She would get into fights
Casey,
on camera.
I feel like you would have have like Parker tunnels in your house.
I would love to have Parker Tunnel. I played basketball because of Maddie. Like, that's how I
Damn,
got
what-
into
Wait, I was
basketball.
watching the Knicks game with Ella the other night, and her mom kept going, "Bam, what?" And Ella was like, "Lori, stop being Maddie."
But Liv is my favorite because it's
He's
like
Sing
into
it loud.
fights.
I was always Liv. I was a huge Dove Cameron.
She would
fan.
get into fights. She'd be like, I remember, this is such a. They would get into fights all the time. But
Who?
you and Whitney
Over-
over Dove Cameron.
Wow, what would
She would be like, so she would say something about Dove chocolate, and then Casey would be like,
God.
oh, like Dove Cameron. She'd be like, Casey, not everything's about Dove Cameron.
Oh my god, why does that like actually? Oh my god, I'm like remember. That's so stupid.
And she's like, did you know Dove Cameron actually had a very hard life? And everyone would be like, no one cares.
I don't care. I still care. She had a hard life.
You know what? She's thriving right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's
Austin and Allie.
I love
obviously.
Des.
I didn't really like
Obviously.
Allie that much.
She was like, she's
I
like,
thought she was
fine.
like.
You were
old.
just jealous of her.
I was
Yeah.
really jealous of her, but I also, I'm like, can you just like shut up for 2 seconds?
I
She's
like
like, I
the
can't do it. Let
They
me
had
think
movies,
about it."
right?
What?
They had movies.
I don't know.
I don't remember.
Good Luck Charlie had movie.
Austin and Ally is like the equivalent of like Victorious.
Yes, I agree.
Yeah.
It's the music.
Des was so funny. I hated Trish. I hated the girls in that show for some reason. I was
You
like,
don't like Rainy Rodriguez?
I hated her. I thought she was like, I kept just singing in Spanish. It was like, quinceañera.
That was a big thing in 6th grade.
That was so funny.
It was in
Love that song.
Did you guys watch Ant Farm?
No.
No.
like an episode.
I loved Ant Farm. I thought it was a really good show. Did you guys watch Stuck in the Middle?
No.
I didn't like it.
I loved
I thought it
Sacramento.
was stupid.
Jenna Ortega.
It'd make me dizzy because their camera would like pan in a certain
thought it was-
angle. It would like zoom in
Yeah.
and they would like spin me around. I was like, I'm getting.
I
sick.
thought it was pretty funny because like it's just kind of relatable. I think the terms that I don't have like a huge fan.
I was gonna say you're not like you have one sibling and you're the same age.
No, but it did
relatable.
remind me a little bit of like my cousins.
Okay.
In
Yeah.
like way, because like during holidays, like at that age, like all my cousins were like kids, and like they're not like I was the youngest on my mom's side, and I have 8 cousins in total, and 6 on my mom's side, and so then there would be 8 of us, during like Thanksgiving and stuff, and so it'd just be like a lot. It would be hectic,
Yeah,
and we
yeah.
would like.
Mhm.
No, that's just what I liked about it. It would just like reminded me a lot of my family too. Good Luck Charlie.
Yeah.
That was my favorite show.
I didn't like that they had another baby. I felt like that was weird.
That
like,
was weird.
Toby.
Yeah, Toby, because I'm like,
It was just unnecessary.
he was
It was
just.
not
like,
cute,
this is-
baby. I'm sorry.
I was like, this
That's
is
how
not
I feel
Charlie.
about Jim and Pam's daughter from The Office. She's
Oh,
she's
yeah.
such
Yeah,
an ugly
yeah.
child.
It's not cute.
Ugly.
So sorry. It's so mean.
Sorry to the actress
Sorry,
who plays
Toby.
C.
You know what? You know what? A lot
And
of
Toby.
But it's like I'm sure she's pretty now. You know
I'm sure Toby's
Yeah,
cute
I'm-
now.
what?
I'm sure Toby's cute now.
I didn't think Toby was that.
I just
I don't
remember
care.
being upset they were moving. So
Yeah,
why
I was
are you
like,
doing
guys,
that?
what the
That's how I saw him live in Maddie. I was like, why are you guys leaving Wisconsin?
Yeah, and then Girl Meets World.
I was never really.
I was
Riley's
Boy
annoying.
Meets World.
Like,
Girl, yeah, no,
Maya.
Maya.
I was more to boy.
I
Meets
loved
World.
Maya though. I was a Maya.
I liked Maya.
girl. I was also a Sam girl.
Wait,
from,
do you
from
know-
Sam and Cat?
Do you know the
I
clip
grew
of
up
them
with
in
Sam.
Girl Meets World where it's like, they think I might have autism.
Like,
You don't.
Tell them you don't. It's like, what do you mean? Tell them you don't. Like
Sam?
You don't.
Wait,
Like,
someone
you're
brought up
not-
Sam and Cat. Was it you?
what?
Was it you?
What?
Who brought up Sam and Cat?
Yeah, I just brought Sam.
That book that Jeanette McCurdy wrote.
Oh, I saw her
Oh,
speak about it
crazy.
in
Oh
person.
yeah. It
Yeah.
was crazy. Everyone should read that book. It was really good.
Yeah. Did you
We're
guys
so sad.
watch I Didn't Do It?
Yes.
know.
My mom used to not let me watch it.
Why?
I don't know.
I thought it was a good show. It like was not popular. It ended like really quickly.
I remember I only
I-
saw it like it was on.
It was like Olivia Holt, right?
Yeah.
Oh, I love.
I didn't like that one girl. I thought she was like really annoying. The girl with the glasses. Like,
I don't remember that.
but yeah, me. I think they were twins in that show. Like the brother and the Olivia.
Maybe
I
I
don't
only watched it
remember.
like. once.
And like there was her best friend, and there was like the
Olivia Holt had her moment. She was
She
supposed to be
did.
the next big thing.
I
She's-
know,
That's
right?
how I feel about Victoria Justice too.
Oh, she fell off.
Victoria just
We failed her.
Bizarre.
We all sang.
I didn't watch Bizarre Bark, but
I
I
thought it
love
was-
Olivia Rodrigo.
I thought
I
it was
watched
really
Bizarre Bark.
stupid.
I
it
liked
was like a fake
I thought
icon.
it was
Jake
stupid.
Paul.
Jake Paul.
I remember.
And he got fired.
Yeah, he got fired, and I was just like, I never even noticed when he got fired. They kind of did it like very seamlessly, but like I liked his
That was
character
a
in the
big
show.
like moment in history, like
It
in his
was.
career.
I
Like,
remember.
and look
It's
at him
every
now.
day, bro, with that Disney Channel.
that was like the best era ever.
Were you Team Jake or Team Logan?
I don't remember.
neither.
Yeah, but
Neither.
me
I
either.
just didn't even care. I remember.
I just like the music.
There's a certain person in our middle school who would go,
Yes.
who was gonna go unnamed because it's gonna be on a public space. Who was really into that?
Sorry, we had to cut. What? Sorry.
Is We Live in Zach and Cody on that list?
I never
Sweet
watched
Life.
it.
I never watched it.
What?
I watched like one episode.
Oh
I think
my
that's Disney,
god!
right?
It
is
was
Disney.
Disney. It's old
I-
Disney. It's the
Oh, we were
I
talking about Disney.
love Sweet Life Zach Cody and Sweet Life on Deck. That was
What's the
never
difference?
my favorite.
I think
one of
well,
them's
it's
on
one
a
of the
boat.
rebooted ones.
One of them's on a boat, but it's still equally good, and then one of them's in the hotel.
Do you know what?
Oh.
And it's just iconic.
Do you know who I loved? Best Friends Whenever.
I didn't watch that.
I watched like,
loved
an
Best Friends
episode.
Whenever, and
I remember.
Oh my
I
God.
don't know who was in it.
oh my god, oh my god, oh my god! Did you guys? My favorite time of year, like Spooktober.
I like.
Oh yeah.
I
liked
loved
Fall
that,
Holidays.
and that's when they had like all the. I did not care for that. They had all the because they never had Hanukkah shows. The crossovers were like they had one where they all went to like a haunted house and like they all like in New York.
Who's
and,
they?
like, all of the shows went to a haunted house in New York.
I'm like not remembering.
I totally remember this, and like I didn't do it even with Jesse. Best Friends Whenever everyone went. Best Friends Whenever I loved Sid. Their names were Sid and Shelby. Yeah. But like I loved that show. But like no Spooktober. They had that for Disney Junior too. It was my favorite time of year because they had the best episodes.
I just like
loved
when they
them.
would do like the holiday things. Like whenever school was out, like they would be the guy with like broadcast would be like, "School's out, time to watch like new shows."
I just
Like Phineas and Ferb.
I thought the Halloween episode. I've always been a Halloween person.
The Jesse
so-
one used to freak me out.
Yeah, I know the
I
exact
loved
one
it.
you're talking
I
about.
loved
with
it.
like
The
that
Shining.
that girl.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
it's
they made a
like
Shining
Creepy
reference.
Connie.
Yeah, creepy
Creepy
Connie.
Connie
She's like
freaked
low
me
key like
out.
so me.
Like when she like ripped off the head of like a
Yeah,
toy. I was
she
like,
was
whoa,
weird.
okay,
With like the
Connie.
baby teeth too. She's like, I mean,
Yeah.
Luke's baby teeth.
Did you guys watch well do you guys remember Froyo?
I love Froyo. Oh, oh, oh.
Wait, she acted like that. I like
Wait.
it's like how did you not
just
know? She's like,
cinematic.
I'm so excited to watch my
It's
music
cinematic.
video, and then
She
she watched
filmed
it, and
the
she's
whole
like,
thing.
And you know what? That song after when it was like, if I'm the sun, you're the moon, like type. That thing was like not as good as Froyo.
yeah,
Yeah.
I like live like that was a hit. Like that's good. And they came
And then
out,
remember
That
when
wasn't
like
her song.
Diggy was in the mask?
that came out during
I
like
hated
commercial-
Diggy.
That came out
Josh.
during commercial
Josh.
breaks, that song, and it was like, Liv, how did you not know what you were filming? She was like, it looked so weird. What did you think you were filming? You were wearing that hat.
Yeah.
She had to lip sync it.
Like, what are you talking about?
I
Like,
was Diggy was the worst.
Diggy-
Okay.
team, guys, Team Josh.
Alright, that's what I
Obviously.
just said.
Team
love
Josh.
Who's the guy who plays him?
I don't know.
I don't know, but
in
he
more
was like an
shows.
I have to go to the
actor
bathroom.
in the. Oh, we're gonna. Well,
Oh, whenever
we
we're
can,
done.
we can wrap it up.
Okay.
In a minute. But
Sorry.
did you guys watch? Well, okay, wait. So we were gonna talk about Disneyland and Disney World. I've never been to Disney World.
I've been to
I've only been to
once.
Disneyland.
I don't remember.
I've been to Disneyland a couple times. Last time I went was like on a summer trip. But we're gonna say which one. Have you been to?
I've
either?
been to both. I only remember Disneyland more because I was older.
Okay,
but-
so which one did you enjoy more?
Probably Disneyland because I
Yeah.
didn't get food poisoning.
I've never gotten food
And I wasn't with my
poisoning there.
family.
I had a lot of fun at Disneyland. I've never been to Disney World. I hope to go one day. But please
Go fund me for Casey's
Go fund
Disney
me.
World trip.
We're all going to contribute to this important cause.
It's really important
Life
to
is
get
so
me to
hard for
Disney
her.
World. Because I went to like this. I need to go with my dad to the Star Wars.
It's really
And I
good.
need to
The
go to the
ride's really
Avengers.
good. Blue milk is not good though.
I have like
It's
a.
not good.
I really don't
I-
understand.
It's
It's
not
like
It-
another language.
it's- I have like I got like a babe. I got a Grogu. That one on my
I have
shoulder.
a-
I have
I
it
have a
over
chick.
there. But yeah, no, it was
I have a
just.
chick from the
And I have Star Wars ears that I got.
I was never a big ear person. Like my parents.
I
were
bought
really
the
big merch
Monsters
people.
University hat instead.
Ooh, see that's the
Um,
move. I wasn't a big like Disney wearable merch person. My
Because some
mom
of their
just
merch is really ugly.
yeah, my mom was
Yeah.
like my parents were more like we're just gonna buy a bunch of food.
That's so real.
Like Dole Whip.
Disney food.
So
Stop.
good. I ate
Stop. If you get me started on Dole Whip, I will leave this podcast right now. I can't talk
Let's
about
go.
it without getting emotional.
It's
She's
so
gonna cry.
good.
I will have it this weekend though.
Oh.
So good.
Do you guys have anything else you guys want to mention? Any
think
last
so.
remarks?
Thank you guys so much for having me on the
Yes.
podcast.
Of course. We really enjoyed
I had a lot of
it.
fun.
This
Okay,
was a good
hopefully
Yeah.
this episode sounds better and less cuts than last one.
I'm
But
so lit right now. Okay.
we loved having Sienna here.
We-
I don't know why I did
No,
that.
you do.
And we will see you guys again.
The next episode.
For the next episode.
Yay!
right.
Bye guys.